Actually, Allah bless him. Allah, Shaykh Hashem's brother, he used to say, include him in your ihdah during this month. So we do it, inshallah. We're asking blessings. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وبحق بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبقدرتي بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبهيبتي بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبجمالي وجلالي وبكمالي بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تاركاتنا الصحبة وخيرهم في جميع. Our way is to come together for sohbat, not to listen to a clever lecturer, which I'm not, or even an unclever lecturer, but to gather together under the eyes of spiritual, under the eyes of our Shaykh, and under the eyes of Grand Shaykh and Malana Shaykh and Awliya, under the eyes of Prophet, to be for Allah. Our Shohrat Afad asked, what you do for fame, to be well known by people, to be famous in front of people, will wind up eating your good deeds. Destroys everything. May Allah forgive us. No one's immune. We're human beings. Everyone likes to be admired and praised and liked, to be famous. What to do? We're asking to be for Allah. All we can do is ask and intend. They spoke about Sayyid Abu Amr al-Sughuri, Allah bless him. The thing I remembered about him, that Mulana Shaykh said he was very strong for Dar Shohrat Afad asked, he never allowed a picture of himself. I see drawings of him on the internet from where? He never allowed a picture. He didn't allow it. He said, I'm a humble servant, no need to. They didn't like him. Even Maulana Shaykh used to say, one picture is enough from him. Their thinking was different than ours. They are correct, we're not correct. We have to correct ourselves. We were speaking this afternoon with Hussein's group, with the Montreal group. If I say it, Maulana is going to laugh. We're speaking about Adab. You think this one is speaking about Adab? Adab, to prepare ourselves how the seeker, the spiritual seeker, we say for men murid, for women murida, how the seeker prepares themselves to receive the real initiation, to receive the opening from the Shaykh. It's kept until they're ready to keep it. He used to say, what's the biggest power known to mankind now? Nuclear power. Everyone trembling if they say nuclear weapons might be used, nuclear plant might get hit. Nuclear. He said, nuclear is nothing compared to the power contained in the human hearts. He said, Awliya have a power to take this world and kick it from its orbit. But it's not used. It's kept. It's not given to the ones who can't keep it. He told a story of let's say it was a murid of Sayyid Abu Amr al-Sughuri, or a murid of Sheikh Muhammad Effendi Araghi, also in Dagestan. Remember the Central Asian branch of the Tariqat? It was a big center. Bukhara, Tashkent, Samarkand, the center of Islamic learning and spirituality at one time. It goes from place to place. there was a Murid for Sheikh Muhammad Effendi Iraqi, or Sayyid Jamal al-Gumuki Husseini. He was bothering his Sheikh all the time. Oh, my Sheikh, when you're going to open for me my secrets, they say my amanat, my trust. The Sheikh is holding for all of his murids a amanat, a trust, a power. There are 6 powers everyone has in them that needs to be unlocked, and the special power the Sheikh is holding. Hakikatul Irshad, to be able to guide people. Hakikatul Tai, to be able to, like astral traveling, to be anywhere in the blink of an eye. Hakikatul Faid, to be able to come from your heart divine springs, fountains of light and wisdom. Hakikatul Tawajjuh, to look at someone even on the other side of the world and be able to send blessings and mercy and something. Wake up, to send something. Hakikatul, this one. Hakikatul Tawassul, to be as an intermediary. We say, Ila Sharaf Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Sultana Awliya, to receive the dua of people and present it to Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Intermediary, tawassul, means. And the other one, Hakikatul Jazba. Hakikatul Jazba, the power of attraction. To be able to pull people to haq, to reality, away from dalal, away from misguidance. Prophet had the most from that power, but every human being has their share from that, but it's locked. It's not open yet. The Shaykh has to unlock, needs someone to open it. So there was a Murid, Sheikh Muhammad Effendi Arabi, or Sayyid Jamal al-Gumuki Husseini. I went to visit him with Sheikh Tahir one time. We had official business in Istanbul for a charity event. We put on suits and ties and we went. We finished that. We went to the Dargah by Sheikh Mehmet's house, changed into our Sufi attire, and went to the cemetery to visit Mullah Jamal al-Gumuki Husseini. Immediately we were arrested. 2 tough guys came, Turkish, no shave, for not a beard, but not shaved either, like that. Tough guy. Took us to 2 other tough guys, threw us in a car, took us to the police station. There was one Turkish guy with us, and we'll bury you so deep this time you never get out. Oh, great. He kept us. Finally, after some time, they let us go, took us to the ferry boat, and we went. One of them said, I want to move to Miami. I'm fed up with this. We came back to Michigan. Sheikh Hashem was sitting in his chair, waiting for us, laughing. He says, you don't know how much trouble you put me through. Who knows how it went? Hakikatul Tawassul means to fix problems. So that Murid, Sayyid Jamal al-Gumuki Husseini, he was bothering his Sheikh. When you're going to open for me my treasures, my amanat, those powers. I want to be a powerful wali. Oh. Finally, the Sheikh said, okay, you're asking. Those treasures are not with me. You have to go to Dagestan, to Russia, to Sheikh Abu Amr al-Sawari. He will open for you that what you're asking. And I have something, a gift for him from me. It's my amanat to you. Take my gift to Sayyid Jamal al-Gumuki, and he'll open for you your treasures. And Murid was so happy. At last, I don't have to take orders anymore. Now I give the orders when my power comes. Everyone wants to give the orders. No one wants to take orders. So difficult to follow someone. Yeah, I following my Lord Allah. What's Allah? Whatever I imagine to be, that's what I follow. But when someone says something, that's difficult. Tariqat. Therefore, you have to have a sheikh or training. He gave him a small wooden box. Take this to Sayyid Jamal al-Ghumoki or to Sayyid Abu Amr al-Sawuri, and he'll open for you. Give him my salams and present him with my gift. That Murid set out, walking. Never mind, it's far or not far. Boy. As he's walking along, he hears a funny sound coming from the box. What's going on here? Maybe something broke in there. Maybe because the sheikh said, whatever you do, don't open this till you reach. Say no, I'm a Sogor. Don't open. But that sound kept going. Maybe I broke something. Maybe it's an expensive watch or something. Maybe it's broken. I'm ashamed to present it to the sheikh. I better check and make sure everything's all right. Maybe I can have it repaired before I leave. The other ear, he's remembering his sheikh's voice. Don't open for anything. Open and check. Don't open for anything. Open, check what you're waiting for. Finally, this voice won out. Therefore, Sheikh Nazim said to me, think whatever you want, good thoughts or bad thoughts, don't sign it. The sheikh said, don't open it. Finish. Broken, not broken. But ego. Shaitan helping the ego with whispering. He reached, finally he stopped. That Murid, I have to check. He opened the box, and as Maulana Sheikh Nazim tells it, a mouse jumps out and runs into the bushes, finished. How are you going to catch that mouse in the middle of what's on the way to Dagestan? Plains, mountains, Black Sea, what's going to be there? Mouse ran into the wilderness, gone. Oh. Maybe he won't notice. Close the box, he continues on his way. Ego comes up with an excuse for everything. Don't bring your excuses that day. Ego quickly covered it. Maybe he'll think the box was the gift. He came finally to Sheikh Abu Amr al-Sawuri. Oh, Sayyidi, Salamu Alaikum, Wa Alaikum Assalam. My master, Jamal Gumuki Hosseini, how is he? Oh, very good, very good. He sends you this beautiful gift box. It's a gift for you. A box, he said. He sent me a box. Oh, Bismillah. Said Abu Amr Saguri, he took the box. Opened it, closed the box. Say, you came to me for your secrets. You want me to open 6 powers through your heart, spiritual powers, that you can be a huge wali like Ahmad Rafai or Shaykh al-Akbar or Abdul Qadir al-Jalani, one of them. Isn't it? Oh, Shaykh. He wants that. He said, look, you have to know your level. Come back to your real size. You couldn't keep even a mouse. How are you going to keep those powers if it's open for you? If that power is given to you, you got angry with somebody, immediately they're dead and you can't stop it. I was reading a book, Sheikh al-Ustaz Abu Ghani gave me a book, 101 meditations. And one of them has to, either 101 or 1001, like that. One of them has to work for you. looked through the book. I saw one. It was meditation on the breath, with every inhaling, on holding the breath, on every exhaling, between the breaths, every different kind of breathing through the stomach. There was 10 or 12 on breathing. Then came to one of the third eye, how to open the powerful third eye. Ah, this is for me. This is what I need. I should open that eye. I can command powers over this world and beyond. I started to read. This is a very powerful meditation. I say, yes, because I'm powerful. So if you're a powerful one, you must concentrate your power on the spot between your eyes. So I say, yes, I can feel it already. I'm reading. After I'm 5 or 6 pages into it, doing the exercise, feeling that eye about to pop open. I said, oh, one note of caution. If this exercise is successful, you have to be very careful. You have to have full control over yourself. So what's the? If you get angry at somebody, immediately they'll be dead and you can't stop it. If you get this depressed, you want to kill yourself, immediately you'll be dead, you can't stop it. I say, why you say that at the beginning of the chapter? Now I'm almost there. All of a sudden I say, powers, heavy power, only who can carry it is given that. You don't give your small son, if Jamaluddin comes to you for the keys to the car, you give it? No. If your big boy comes to you and said, oh, Baba, I need a AR-15, you give to him? No. I say, you give to the one who can carry it, who is responsible. All their emotions have to be in check. You can't be angry, you can't be jealous, you can't be this, you can't be that, you can't be stupid, you can't be heedless, negligent. You have to be someone who can carry. So the Shaykh, his or her job to prepare the murids or muridas to be able to carry spiritual lights. We'll call them lights. If you say powers, it takes another meaning. To be able to carry. And to do that, they teach Adab. Shaykh Nazim used to have on the door of his dargah in Cyprus, maybe it's still there, Adab Yahu. Keep your manners. Watch your manners. Mind your manners. A reminder. They teach Adab in all its forms. How to be in front of the Shaykh, how to be when you're away from the Shaykh, how to be with your brothers, how to be with your sisters, how to be with your wife, how to be with your husband, with your parents, with your co-workers, how to be, and how to be finally with Prophet ﷺ and with Allah. What's the adab? And it's a long training. He said, I look at my murids and muridas, wherever they are in the world, every day 3 times, at least 3 times. And he said, it's not to give them sweets. I send something, they won't like it, to check how they're going to be. They got angry or didn't get angry. I'm looking at them. You have to think, my Shaykh sent this. Shaykh Hashem made a test for me one time. I got so angry, I ran up to his house to unload. He was laughing, waiting for me in his chair. I said, what took you so long? He made it in degrees. He kept making, not yet, not yet, not yet, boom. He said, come back to your original size. Nothing is happening. Don't come and tell me so-and-so did this, so-and-so. There's nothing happening. Who told you something was happening? Nothing is happening. Shaykh Nazim used to say, everything's all right, everything's always all right. The universe is on its way by divine command. Nothing is happening. You have to Adab, come back to your original size. You're alone. Every one of us is alone in Allah's presence, in the divine presence. It's too high for us to understand that, alone in Prophet's presence. It's too high for us to understand that, alone in Grand Sheikh's presence. That's too high also, alone in our Sheikh's presence. And he's showing us what he wants to show us on our screens, our eyes. We're seeing what he wants to show us. And he's looking to see how we're going to react. He's looking to see there's improvement. This person is training to be able to control themselves, to be able to receive divine fuyudat, lights, or not. They're looking. They're looking. And I'm not exempt from this also. The speaker is not exempt. They're looking. Tariqat, one sheikh, he said the definition of tariqat is to carry everything you hate, or everything you don't like, to be able to carry it. Who likes that? Everyone ran away. When Sheikh Nazim would talk like that, he'd look up, everyone was gone. They want to hear something. I prepared for your palaces in paradise in this life also. They were sitting. But to train, as awliya train, to be able to carry, no. Difficult. Difficult. So Sheikh is training his murids slowly, 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 like baking a bread in the oven, slowly baking at the right temperature. Seeing one movie, there's a sheikh who's a baker. He takes the flour and the yeast and the molasses and kneading it and sitting it a long time, preparing the murids over time to be able finally to open. Might take days or weeks or months or years. Sabr, to be patient. Somebody I know is always telling me sabr. Sabr, to be patient. Grand Sheikh said hilm. Hilm, to be able to carry everything. Forbearance, to carry it. To carry it. They said, Ya Sayyidi, what if we come to the end of our hilm? He said, go more. What if we reach the end of our patience? Go more. Don't complain. Ya Sayyidi, how can we stop complaining? He said, it's easy. How? Don't complain. He said, I'm not an easy man. How can I stop complaining? Stop complaining. That's how. Oh. May Allah forgive us. All these things the Shaykh sends. It's not necessary to go to his dargah, to go to the Sufi university. Everyone, now we have remote learning, isn't it? Remote working. You can work remotely, you can go to school remotely, you can do everything remotely. Shaykh had that power a long time ago. You carry on with your life. Your life is your course, your class, your syllabus, what you want to say. The situation you're in, and I mean, that's your course with him. Say, my Shaykh made this situation for me, and all the elements in it. There are things I like, thanks to Allah. Alhamdulillah, we had enough food, we had a place to stay, we had, thanks to Allah. You can think so many things. If you try to count them, you can't come to the end of it. Alhamdulillah, my heart is working without force, kidneys working, lungs working, thanks to Allah. If you come fed up with that, go to the hospital, see the one who's on a machine, like your son was when he was little. Alhamdulillah. You have thousands of reasons, I have thousands of reasons to be thankful. Be thankful. And then be patient with what you don't like. At least say astaghfirullah. At least say alhamdulillah. Oh my Lord, you sent this to test your weak servant. Forgive me. Grant me more power to carry. Adab Yahu, say to your ego, keep your manners in front of Allah. I remember one time in London, in Peckham Mosque, it was a big cathedral, a landmark cathedral. They turned it into a masjid. There was a raised area in the front, and there was a little refrigerator, small one, in the corner. And there was some meat, some liver in there, in a bowl wrapped with a paper or something. And we began arguing with each other about that meat. Who sent this? Where this meat came from? Is halal or not halal? This or that? And we're fighting with each other when Shaykh came in. It was a big room. He came from the back and found us all fighting. What you're fighting about? I say this meat. We don't know where it came from. He said, maybe I sent it. In other words, Ya Sayyidi, we forgot about you. And we began fighting. We forgot about you. All Sufi exercises, to not forget. Do not forget. They made it easy for us. Sit for a few minutes, not forgetting, to make zikr, to make muraqabah, to make salat, a few minutes at a time during the day. High adab, not to forget. May Allah forgive us. The speaker is already over his level. Danger for a speaker, Quran says, why you say what you don't do. We're intending to practice what he taught us. Try to keep him with you as much as possible. Think my Shaykh is with me, at least. I gave so many different methods of meditation. Think he's with me. Oh, Hadri, my Shaykh is here with me. Fatiha. Ameen. Thanks to him, he gave something to say. We didn't have anything to say when we came in. What am I going to say? I don't know. Came something. أشهد أن لا